Oil pulling done. Put that back in the fridge. It's like a sippy cup full of oil pulling oil. Coconut oil. You can use olive oil, whatever oil you want to use. But you don't swallow it, just saying. You spit it out. Don't put it down the sink because it ruins, well, it's not good for the environment. But put it in the sink. Sorry, put it in the sink. Put it in a sippy cup and then I bury it. So that's what I do with oil pulling. Hey, Peachy Kelly Tag. How are you, mate? Is it holidays? Is it holidays yet? Or have you got one more week? And who's Matt? Matt, how are you, Matt? I know, Matt, you were having a good old giggle about Diego throwing my towel away. I know. I know. And let me just see if he's put anything rubbish around here that he hasn't put in the bin. No. Can't complain this morning about that. So, Teacher Kelly Tag, I had a purple Pilates mat and I got wet last week and I used it to dry myself. And I threw it out of the car in a hurry and I just chucked it on the bin. I didn't want to chuck it on the ground because I thought if I chuck it on the ground, it could just, get dirty, right? So I chucked it on the bin because it was near me. And I didn't want to chuck it away though, right? Otherwise I've chucked it in the bin, right? Makes sense. But Diego threw it away. And it's a good towel. There's nothing wrong with the towel. Anyway, he bought me a new one. He got me a new one. And it was very nice. And he wanted me to do a live, guys. He's like, well, are you going to do a live and show everyone that I bought you a towel? Because, you blame me for chucking it away. I was like, okay. All right. I mean, I wasn't going to do a live. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't going to do a live. But since he wanted to, I thought, this is weird. Like, normally he doesn't want to be on my channel. He's like always hiding and like talking from the outside into the live. Adding his 2 cents, but doesn't want to be on channel on the camera. But he actually wanted to be on. And he was making a avocado smash. And I went, okay, well, you can show everyone how to make an avocado smash. So you know what he was doing? He was cleaning up the area so he could do show you how to cook or make an avocado smash. Don't tell him I said this kind of stuff, okay? It's very cute. Maybe he wants to join the channel. Should we join it? Could it be Dora and Diego? Explorer Dora and Diego? Could it be like that? No, it's not going to be like that. We're just going to invite him in every now and then, okay, guys? Hey, Debbie Sue, how you going? And, is that Philip too? Did I miss Philip there? Philip, how you going, buddy? And Kelly's laughing about my towel. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, Philip was there yesterday. We had all the Australians there yesterday, didn't we? We had Philip, we had Gracie, we had Paul. No, we didn't have Paul. We had Nicholas. Yeah, it was a time around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so all the Australians are around. All my American friends are sleeping, right? But yeah, it was truly funny. It was really funny. It was like, why does Diego want to be on my channel? It's very weird. Okay, guys, I don't think there's going to be a sunrise this morning, but we're still getting up and we're still going to go exercise, right? Okay, I forgot to put making our little concoction. And because I've got turmeric in, you've got to put pepper. All right, that's ready. Got my little carry case here. You think I might have done this the night before to get it all ready? Nah. I was up late last night, guys. I am editing a video that I hope will get out on Thursday. Stay tuned for it. It is a long one, guys. I know you don't like my long videos. I know that. Hey, Laurie. How you going, Laurie? Dora and Diego show. Would you really want to see that, Debbie Sue? Would you really want to see that, though? So welcome in Laurie. Hello, everyone, she's saying. So, yeah, so anyway, I've got a long video coming up. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. It won't be everyone's cup of tea. That's fine. But it's probably one of my craziest adventures I've ever done in my life. It was from my trip last year to Indonesia. And I pivoted through Singapore. So I'll give you that. if you're interested about Singapore, check it out. It'll be on Thursday night, which will be Friday for my American friends and Friday morning for Matt. Oh, wait on. I don't know. Wait on. I'm so confused with time zones. I'm going to put it on Thursday night. Anyway, Thursday night, my time, which is going to be 17 hours in front of America, 9 hours in front of UK. But I'm trying to honor myself, right? I am an adventurer. I love adventuring. And I've been very, very blessed, grateful to go to, lots of different places around the world. Hence why my channel is Exploradora 80, because I would like to visit 80 countries one day. And I'm up to country number 63 with a question mark on it. Actually, I know the question mark. It'll be South Africa. South Africa will be my country number 63 in just over 2 months. Shit. It's exciting. Okay, put the sippy cup in the fridge. Now, this might sound, I just burnt myself on the kettle. Whoops. Now, this might sound a bit weird because I'm about to do my drinks, my juices and stuff, but I always have a bit of something, protein, before I go exercise. If I can remember, right? That's another thing. Not always, if I can remember. So I'm having some cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is really full of protein. We'll just drop some. Yum. Just trying to get something in my stomach in the first hour that I wake up. And then I'm about to go exercise. So I'm not going to eat for another probably hour and a bit. Now, I'm not rushing this morning because, well, who wants to rush, Dora? Slow you down. Slow your pace down. But look, this is the sunrise, guys. Oh. Maybe it might be a nice sunrise, so maybe Dora should motor. But I wanted to quickly show you something, guys, because when I come back, I have things lined up. Let me show you. These are microgreens. And every morning, let's do the easy one. This one is sweet pea. I chuck some water in it. I shake it up. Shake it up, baby, now. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Twist and shout. Twist. Okay, calm down, Dora. Calm down. Drain the water. Don't drain the peas out. Oh, let me see if I can show you one that might be growing. Is there one growing? Oh, look. I think there was one growing. Oh, yeah, look. See? Starting to grow. I don't know if you can see that, but starting to grow. So I'm going to chuck that back in there. Whoops. Lose half of them. There you go. Did I drain the water out? Yep. So I'm putting it on my windowsill where it gets a bit of sun in the afternoon. So, it gets a bit of, germination happening. I'll do these ones later because they're really small and I lose half of them. I have to use like a strainer, tea strainer, to strain it all out and then shake it back in. And then I'm running around crazy trying to get it all together. And then we have the Pixel Man. The Pixel Man. Hello, the Pixel Man. That's interesting. Is this something time? I don't know. But good luck, I guess. No, I don't know. I can't read it. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. We have our container, got our water, we've got our drink. We're going exercising. I think my jumper's in the car. I forgot to bring it. Let's bring it in. Ooh. So I always don't show the front of my house because, there's some weirdos in the place, could be in the chat, just saying. If you're a weirdo in the chat, don't be a weirdo. Be normal. Okay. All right, so we're going to go to the beach. We're like 5 minutes away from the beach. If you want to come with us, come with us. If you don't. Um, I'll put the phone down so you guys can chat to yourself or come back, go check out someone else's channel. You don't need to come back if you don't want to. Say hello to the chickens. Chickens, hello chickens. You can see that the chickens have made quite a mess in here. So we're putting a new system up so that they can't get into this area here because they poop everywhere, literally. Poop everywhere. Poop, 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 poop. And this just technically is our garage, so they shouldn't be pooping in our garage, right? Okay. So, yeah, we're going to the beach, guys. Okay, let me just show you the trellis project. It's a very slow project. So in here we have some little tomatoes. And this is a big trellis. And I should really dig out that tomato because that's a good tomato. The tomato nuts, so they grow everywhere. There's heaps of them over here too. So yeah, I should probably replant them and put them over here. But I'm trying to put a trellis so they don't go crazy everywhere else. And then we say hello to the pumpkin, not pumpkin, the big pineapple. It's huge. And Debbie Sue, our beautiful flowers that smell amazing. The papamelon, unfortunately, it's nearly died. You can't smell it anymore. The papamelon has an amazing smell. Like amazing, amazing. All right. Let me just see if I've got a jumper. You guys call jumpers sweaters, so we call them jumpers. Oh, yes, we do have a jumper. Give me a second. You don't want to get cold, guys. A flu. Oh. That noise you hear is the garbage bin. It is Wednesday morning here in Australia, and where I live, that means garbage bin day. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Ooh. All right, guys. I love homegrown tomatoes. They are good, aren't they? So Philip, we have just tiny tomatoes going nutso. All right, let's just drink this up while the car is warming up. Mm. I've got a pip over here. Just dropped the pip in the car. Whoops. Mm. Drink a bit of water. My roses have died here, but they will come back this summer. Yes, this is true. Well, it's about to be summer for you, right? Autumn is just around, well, you're in autumn. Right, ready, Debbie Sue? We have to shake this little bit up here. Shake, shake, shake. Whoops, make sure the lid is on properly. Okay, I think we're okay. Shake, 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 shake. Calling Debbie Sue. Bring, 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 bring. People are like, what is this girl on? Sorry, this is natural. Shake it up, baby, now twist and shout. Shake, 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 shake. Twist and shout, twist and shout, twist and shout. Okay, you're like, Dora, it's shaken up. Car's still warming up, guys. I don't know if you can hear that. It's still warming up. Okay, guys, so I will put you down. Car has just warmed up. Put you down because in Australia you can't hold the phone. Debbie Sue's like, bring, 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 bring. All right, put that down. We're off to the beach, guys. Concentrate, Laura. So we'll not be looking at the chat, guys. If you want to hang around, hang around. But there is a garbage truck coming behind me. That's that noise going beep, 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 beep. We don't want to hit the garbage truck. Well, good morning. morning, guys. I don't know what the temperature is this morning, but it does feel a little bit frosty. There was actually rain last night, guys. Actually, I just recall that, yes. When I was going to bed last night, I went to bed late, I'll be honest. Bad Dora, bad Dora. I am trying to be mindful that sleep is like so powerful. Sleep is everything. Sleep is, you know, it restores, it rejuvenates, it makes us beautiful, it makes us energized. It's everything, right? It fixes so much things, right? If we had proper sleep, I think a lot of our, our things would be, not things. But yeah, last night Dora was up till midnight, guys, to midnight. She hit the midnight button last night while she was editing a video. Now, I will say, editing travel vlogs are not easy, okay? A lot of people say, don't edit so much, Dora. Don't edit so much. Just, chuck it out. Guys, trust me, you do not want me to chuck it out, because if I just chucked it out, it would be 3 hours long, right? You understand, when you travel, you actually take a lot of footage to get the small footage. So you have to edit a lot of it out. So that's what takes the time. And because it is like 3 hours worth of stuff, you have to watch the 3 hours and cut all the stuff out. So we are now under an hour. Yes, guys, it's an hour. So yeah, as I said, it might not be for everyone. I understand that everyone's attention span is like Zippo. I get it. Mine is also. But people that are interested in Singapore will be interested in this topic. I'm not telling you what I'm doing in Singapore, but it's one of the most stupidest and craziest adventures I've ever done. Put it this way, this is an adventure you don't tell your mum about. Okay? Just saying. So yeah, you might want to watch it in sittings. So, I have been going through, do I make shorter videos? Do I make just live streams? Do I just do long form videos? Do I do shorts? Do a combination of all? Do I post every day? Do I post every week? Do I post every month? Do I just go niche down? Do I listen to the gurus? It's a headache, I'm going to be honest, guys. I should stop listening to the gurus and just do Dora. And if I just do Dora, you end up with a whole mixed bag of stuff. And I understand that I will not grow fast because I am very random and the algorithm doesn't know what I'm doing before I do it. My last video was going for a walk looking for koalas. My next video is going to be traveling in Singapore and in a crazy adventure. Next video after that, probably a van life or something like that. So, it really does confuse the algorithm. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I confuse myself, right? And I wouldn't be Dora if I didn't do all these other things, right? Like walk on the beach, jumping for joy, dancing with Dora's on tonight, guys. Guys, we have a great collab. My night time, your morning, guys, in America or the UK, I think. We have a great collab tonight. One of our dearest have sent us a video of them dancing, and if Dora had to do the same dance. So we are going to stitch it together, and it is going to come out tonight. So that will be America time, early, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning for you guys. In the UK, it'll be the morning. I don't know. I always, you'll see it anyway. Dancing with Dora comes out tonight, my time tonight. On a short, it'll be like 30 seconds. That should be good for your attention, attention stands. Okay, the sun has risen. The sun has risen. Oh, there's lots of cars down here this morning, guys. Maybe we did miss out on it. And a nice sunrise, guys. But that's okay. It is okay. Oh my gosh, guys. I actually can't get a park down here. What is going on? What is going on? Okay, got a park. Got a park. We 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 got a park. All right. Do you want to see the sunrise? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. If you've just come in while I've been driving, guys, there's a reason why I didn't say hello, because I was driving. And now there's a reason why I'm not saying hello. I'm jumping to the beach, guys. I'm jumping to the beach. I'll say hello in a second, but just ignore me because I'm just going to take in this sunrise. Because, I do come down the beach for myself. I take you along with me, but this is my moment, guys. All right, I'm going to do my gratitude and my jumping for joy. If you want to think about something you're grateful for and tell us, you can. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, it is 6:49 a.m. We are in southeast Queensland. We have some swimmers out here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some swimmers out there just taking a break. It's winter here in Australia. 1st of June represents winter here in Australia. Wherever you are in the world, you're the opposite. But this is the sunrise on Wednesday morning. So not the sunset, guys. This is the sunrise. This place is called Redcliffe, and it's a beautiful little place. It's where I live, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to stand here and to look at this beautiful sun and to enjoy this day ahead of me. And it's going to be a great day, mate. It's going to be a great day, and I'm about to go under that cloud. So we just got here in time, guys. We just got here in time. And now I can't see the chat because I'm blinded. I think it's Susan, because Susan always puts it in capitals. So that's why I know it's Susan. Hey, Susan. Hi there, everyone. I've been looking for a while, but there is so much we. Oh my gosh. Oh, little Jasper. Oh, we all laugh because it's just so beautiful. Just so beautiful. He is so gorgeous, Susan. You are so lucky. I bet you're grateful about Jasper and all the we. Hey, Maddie, how you going? Philip's got here. I'm grateful for another day and good, healthy food. Yes, that's a good one. And we have Kendra. Hey, Kendra, how you going? We've got Miss M. Hey, Miss M, how you going, love? We've already said hello to Miss Debbie Sue. We've said hello to Philip. We have Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen, how you going? I saw there was a live stream a couple of hours ago. I clicked on it when I woke up, but then I remembered that I'm not supposed to be scrolling. I'm supposed to be doing meditation. So then I did a meditation. And then I clicked off and went, you know what? No more scrolling, Dora. Get your bum out to the beach. And then I turned the phone on to do a live stream. Yep, that's me. Have I missed anyone else? I'm sure I've missed a few people, guys. I'm sorry. I try to be there in the chat, but I'm out here doing my thing. And then we have, oh, yep, Kendra's got, it's beautiful. Well, welcome to my local beach. I'm grateful for disinfectant. Oh, Susan, we laugh because it's so funny. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful, guys. That is so beautiful. So, guys, if you don't know, our friend Susan from High Country Homestead has just got a new little puppy, Jasper. Go check out one of her latest posts. Her second latest post is a picture of Jasper. Oh my goodness. He is a little adorable. Now, guys, I don't know if you know this, but, well, I don't know. Not that you know this, but do you know it's possible that your community post can go off? Susan posted a picture of Jasper. She's got 770 views or likes, should I say likes, on her new post. And she got about 30 new subscribers from a post of a dog, guys. Is that not crazy or is that crazy? I mean, I know that puppies can, if you're single, get a puppy, you might make some new friends while you're walking along the beach or the park. And I have heard that if you show animals on your live streams or your videos, you can attract, more likes and more views. But I had no idea that a post would generate, such interest. I mean, obviously, Jasper is pretty gorgeous, so that would probably be the answer. So I think it's pretty cool. So if you haven't seen the post, go check it out on High Country Homestead. There is a post in front of it. I know Susan was advertising her latest Buy Me a Coffee article that she wrote, but the post before that is a beautiful picture of her beautiful little puppy that we're all going to meet more often now. She did a live stream yesterday and you got to see little Jasper on her lap. It was very cute. But yeah, Susan's talking about being grateful for disinfectant because obviously he's a puppy and she's trying to, toilet train him. And he's weeing everywhere. And it's just so cute. It's just so cute. So cute. Kathleen is doing well. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's so beautiful. Yeah. Susan, I'm so excited to get for this puppy. I mean, I think the extra love that this dog is going to give. I mean, not that you need any more love, Susan. You are love, right? I love you. All the chat love you, Susan. Your daughter loves you. All your friends and family love you. But, having a puppy, there's no such, I don't know, there's some special love that you get from a puppy or a dog that is just internal, right? It's just everlasting, right? And yeah, I'd love to know in the chat, do you have a puppy or do you have a dog? Unfortunately, I don't have a dog, but I'm just curious. Do you have a dog? Matt, do you have a dog? Is Matt in the chat? Actually, Matt's not here, guys. No, I saw him before. Matt's cruising around. Okay, I'm drinking my drink, guys. Drink. You're working on estimate jobs. Oh, yeah, that fun stuff. So Kathleen's family run a small business, so Kathleen is a bookkeeper. So, guys, I just want to do something different to this morning, guys. Hear me out. I'm not going to make you dance, okay? Not today. Guys, I just talked about Susan and how I adore Susan. But all of us in chat, we all know each other, right? So let's just put it out there. Kathleen's Place 71 is our friend from Swishwa in Canada. I'd love you to put in the chat why you adore Kathleen. Okay? I'll start. I adore Kathleen because even though she has some health conditions, she shows up. She doesn't make an excuse. She shows up. Like there are some days she has to legitimately take herself off to bed and relax. But she shows up. She is building a nice little community over her live streams. She is a place where people can come and chat. Not talking about politics or religion, just a chat, a friendly face. And so, our friend Kathleen always has a friendly face, right? Unless she gets mad at you, okay? And if she gets mad at you, you're in trouble, okay? But I'd love everyone to put in the chat, guys. Oh, I don't know Kathleen. Okay, Amanda. Hey, Amanda, how you going? I would just say, guys, if you don't know Kathleen, just put something nice in the chat to Kathleen. Like, I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a nice life. Or I hope you have, better health today. I think it'd be really nice if we individually say something nice to Kathleen. I'm going to get around to all of you guys, so you're all on the spot, right? So yeah, I just think it's really nice. Like, I mean, people come to my live stream and they're just watching the beach, right? And they're listening to me gabble on about God knows what. But today we're going to do something different. I've just made it up on the spot. We're going to talk about everyone in the chat and send out love. Nothing negative, guys. This is not about negative. We're just going to say, if you don't know that person, you know, I hope you have a great day. Ula from Maui. Hello, Maui. How are you? And Kendra, which is consume goodness, says, keep on, Kathleen. That's beautiful. Thank you, Kendra. Thank you. And Amanda, which is foraging urban farming, our lovely friend from, it's not Michigan. I don't know. I always forget where you're from in the States. Amanda, great channel. Scott here. I hope you have an absolutely best day, Kathleen. Miss M's got, I'm back. Maui. Wowie. Simply Debbie Sue says, I adore Kathleen because she makes me feel like you are welcome, safe, and she has such a kind spirit. Oh, that is beautiful. I hope you're listening to this, Kathleen. And Kathleen saying, thank you, foraging. So, Kathleen, meet urban farming, Oklahoma. She's from urban farming. Is Amanda from Oklahoma? Great channel, Kathleen. You should check her out. And thank you, Kathleen saying thank you. Consuming goddess is Kendra. Kendra has two channels. Now I'm just trying to remember the other channel that Kendra has. And Kendra's from the States also. I'm not sure exactly where from in the States. Miss M says here, I absolutely love Kathleen. She is so welcoming. Well, Kathleen, that is really nice. That's a nice comment. Debbie Sue saying hello to Amanda. Did you get your canning done? What were you canning, Amanda? And Amanda's got here, now I adore Kathleen because she's funny. Kathleen is funny. So Kathleen is one of my good mates here. We've done a couple of live streams together. Kathleen does a lot of live streaming now. And I believe she's going to be near her 4,000 watch hours, I believe, Kathleen, aren't you? So that's exciting. It's exciting when our friends, get closer to that milestone. So check each other out. So Amanda's saying that in Oklahoma, her kitchen is like a sauna. You're in Ohio, Kendra. Oh, okay. Are you in? Okay, don't need to say where, but you're in Ohio. I know our friend Doran was from Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, back in the day. Actually, did everyone watch that? Doran put a new short out, guys. And it went through like when he, as a little child, as a little kid, a teenager. It showed all these photos of him and his family. It was actually a really, really nice short, guys. It's about a minute long. Go check it out. It's actually, so you know who I'm talking about, guys. Doran from The Source, 479. Everyone knows Doran. Obviously, he's now living in Maui, but he used to come from Ohio. But it's a really good video, and it's really cute, actually. It's like showing young Doran as a little baby and as a teenager, as a young adult, and as he is today. And, obviously Doran, it's been a challenging year for Doran, and it's going to be a challenging year for a while, I'd say, because, he lost the love of his life. So, he's going through some phase. He's going through, not going through a phase, but, he's going through stuff, guys, going through stuff. So make sure you definitely, connect back in with Doran. I know it's hard to connect with everyone. Guys, leave my live stream and go check out Doran's. I don't know if he's doing a live stream now. He probably is. He might be working actually. Generally does a live stream in the afternoon from the beach in a couple of hours. But go check out the short. Doran has supported a lot of us in the chat, guys. He is responsible for me, really liking YouTube and making friends out of here. I met through a 30-day challenge like 2 years ago, and he kicked my ass because I didn't finish the 30-day challenge. And I thought, God, this guy's a bit, he's a lot. But, he was right. I had to commit. So I came back and I finished the 30-day challenge, and I made some beautiful people. I made friends with Jazz, Nomad TV. I absolutely adore Jazz. I met Tracy. So Tracy and Jazz were in some 30-day challenge together, and Doran was in a 30-day challenge. There was like three different communities doing 30-day challenges 2 years ago, and we just all made friends, and it was amazing. Amazing. So I'm rabbiting on, guys. I am supposed to be walking. Oh, so Amanda was canning tomato sauce. Nice. I'd actually be curious to see if your tomato sauce was different to Susan's tomato sauce that she made just recently. She made 2 quarts. So Kathleen's got here. I'd say in 5 days, I'm going to be at 4K. Wow, that's exciting. That's exciting, Kathleen. That's really exciting. And we have Maria. Maria, welcome in, mate. We have been thinking about you. The chat have been thinking about you a lot, Maria. Welcome in, mate. The sun is shining for you, Maria. Maria's our friend from the UK, guys. Send some love to Maria. So, guys, again, we just talked about Kathleen. I know you guys don't know Maria. Many of you don't. But Maria's a lovely person to our chat. Lovely person to our chat. Always friendly and happy, joking around. Let's send some love to a stranger. Maria, I hope today has been a really lovely day. And I hope tonight, because she's in the UK, right? So that means it's tonight. I hope you have a nice sleep tonight, mate, because sleep is so powerful, right? Sleep can rejuvenate our body, inflammation, our stress levels. It can do so much. I hope you have a good sleep tonight, okay? So guys, just like we just gave some love to Kathleen, I'd love you to give some love to our friend Marie in the chat. And Matt. Let's start with Matt. Matt, I think you can give some love to Marie, I think. Susan had to go out and take Jasper for a wee. I count the love of my life. Oh, and he's pointing up to Maria. Oh, you're so cute, Matt. Matt and Maria are so cute. Susan's tractor, Matt says. Yes, we're all manifesting a tractor for Susan. So, guys, I'd love... Oh, Red Bull Princess. Hey, Red Bull Princess. How you going? Plain tomato sauce, not flavoured. Just tomato made with plain sauce for preserving. Okay, that makes sense. Everyone is saying hello to Marie. Marie is amazing and supportive. A joy to be around. Oh, isn't that lovely? Marie says here, it's been crazy time. I've had to be in bed. I've had to deal with my daughter. Ended up in hospital last night. It's just been never ending. Thank you so much. Oh, we're sending you big hugs, Marie. Obviously, we've no idea what was going on and we don't need to know the details, but Matt has kept us up to date and he has sent love, telling us that, you wanted to be in the live stream and we've said you don't need to be in the live stream. You need to go, do the things you need to do. But that you're always here with the spirit, right? You're always here in spirit. So please, guys, can we send some love to a stranger in Marie? And she's not a stranger to all of us. Just like we send some love to Kathleen, especially today for Marie. Marie's going through some stuff with her daughter, ending up in hospital last night. I think this is really good to do, is just to send some love to some strangers that we might not ever see again in the chat. Or I'm not saying that I'm not going to see you again, Marie, but what I'm trying to say is, like, even if you're a stranger to the chat, like Red Bull Princess, she might not know Marie, but, tell a stranger how much, that they've had, that to have a good day or to have a good sleep, or because, you never know that, like, that little message just might trigger some happiness in someone that they haven't felt for a while. And in saying that, Marie, has been dealing with some stuff. All right, guys, I'm just about to finish this. I'm going to put the phone down. Oh, I'll be back in a second. Kung Fu fighting. Okay, let's walk, guys. Dora. Okay, guys, we're going to do our morning movement. It is Wednesday morning here. I am actually going up to the beach, up about an hour and a half this way today, actually, for work. And then after work, I'm hoping to go for a walk on the beach. And yeah, different beach to here. It has waves. This is just subtle waves at the moment because we have an island in front of us. I don't know if you can see that, guys, but there is an island there. It's called Moreton Island. This is called Moreton Bay. So that's why we don't have big waves. But the beach that I'm going to today has some waves. So it's always nice to watch the surfers surfing. There's my mate, Tony. He's on a mission. Let's see if he... So Tony always says hello. He knows I'm down here holding a phone, walking along the beach. I'm sure he doesn't know what I'm doing, but he'd be like, God, that girl, why does she always hold a phone up? That's weird. So Tony is married to one of my Thai friends, and I used to work in their Thai restaurant over a decade ago. And that is how I used to supplement travel, is having a second job. So I had a full-time job through the day, and I used to work at Thai restaurants at night time to earn some extra cash or money to pay for trips. Because, yeah, Dora likes a holiday or two, or vacation or two, or whatever you want to call it, a trip or two. And that is how I supplemented my income. And yeah, Tony is retired now. Oh, he's 60 something. Actually, he might even be 70 nearly. But yeah, he's always walking along this beach every morning. Rain or shine, you'll see him down here walking along. because yeah, he's not wanting to settle down. See you, Kathleen. Sorry, guys, I've still not been looking at the chat. Marie's got here. I never eat fast food as I have immune disease and I'm suppressed. But she went out with her friends. She won't eat out again. It put her off a thing. What? What happened? Something happened. Okay, hold on. Let me just read something about Marie's put something about fast food here. Steve, hey Steve, hi Country Homestead. Oh, sorry, hi Plains Camper. Guys, say hello. So I'm just going back and reading the stuff about Maria and her daughter. She got some poisoning from McDonald's and was being sick all day. She started vomiting blood. Oh my goodness. Took her to back. Oh, okay, that's where it's coming from. Stay home, stay hydrated. Yeah. Oh, look, fast food is not good for you. You don't hear very often that people get poisoned though. But to be honest, the long-term effects of fast food is poison. We all know that. You've seen those videos of cheeseburgers that look exactly like a cheeseburger 10 years down the track because of all the processed crap they've got in them. So, oh, yeah, well, she won't be eating fast food in a hurry, I'm guessing. That's probably not a bad thing, I guess. Marie, probably not a bad thing because, fast food is expensive food. Look at this, guys. Look at this beautiful sand indentation. That isn't, that's not even man-made. That's just Mother Nature. Looks like angel wings. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So there's a fair bit of seagrass today. So depending on the tide and the wind, we get the seagrass. Just like apparently Florida and a lot of places along the Caribbean, like Cancun, are getting the seagrass. I can never say how to seagrasses. I don't know. It's a special word, but basically, yeah, depending on the tide and the wind, they have this stinky seagrass that comes in and it smells like putrid. It's kicking the beach at Florida also, and it just smells so bad. And you've got to like rake it out of the water and off the beach. Otherwise, it smells like rotten. I don't know. It smells disgusting. When I was living in Mexico, sometimes of the year it would happen, and a lot of the big resorts would pay lots of staff to get it out of the water, clean up the beach, so that the beaches didn't smell of it. But a lot of the cheaper hotels wouldn't do that, and then it would pile up on the beach and it would absolutely reek. So it's obviously just a phenomenon that happens, but a lot of people when they come to Cancun go, oh my god, this is disgusting. But it's not always like that, right? I'm watching some creator that I watch at the moment on they do shorts, and they're in Cancun, and Andrew, hey Andrew, how you going? Gosh, everyone's in the chat, guys. Back. How long was I buffing, guys? Just so I know what I was rambling about. I was rambling about seagrass in Cancun. And then I was just telling you that I was just about to tell you a story from about 6 hours drive from me is the Whitsunday Islands. Some beautiful reefs out there. And there's a famous beach there called Whitehaven Beach. And it is phenomenal. The water is turquoise. The sand is white as anything. It's like powder. It's an untouched beach. There's no resorts there. It's just a beach. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you do a day trip there, they do, you can have a picnic on the beach and it's absolutely phenomenal. You can't swim there most of the year. You have to wear a stinger suit because they have a jellyfish called the irigani, which will kill you if it bites you. So you have to wear a long wetsuit kind of thing and hope to hell you don't get bitten on the face. But sometimes of the year, they also have a phenomenon there where coral bleaching happens. So very, very similar to the issue in Florida and Cancun at the moment with the seagrass. They call it, I can't remember say it, succulum? I can never say it. Anyway, there's a particular name for it. That very similar thing here. And the coral bleaching is this disgusting kind of creamy stuff that comes to the beach and sits in the water and then goes onto the beach and stains the beautiful white sand. And it has a disgusting smell. So the coral bleaching is, again, just random. You can't pick it. It doesn't, it could be summer, could be winter, could be spring. You can't pick it when it happens and when it goes away, just like the stuff that happens in Cancun in Florida. And it really smells. So I've been there twice. And the first time I went, it wasn't there. Absolutely amazing. And then the next time I came with a boyfriend and I was talking this place up so much. When he got there, he's like, oh, this place stinks. Absolutely disgusting. I'm like, this is not normal. This is not normal. Like this, we can't, it's not a normal thing. It's just a phenomenon that happens. It just does, smell. And you obviously don't want to go swimming in it. So I remember after we came back from that trip, he was telling, everyone was saying, oh, you went to you went to Ellie Beach. You went to, how was the beaches up there? Because us Australians, we love that area. It's beautiful. But not everyone goes up there. So they were asking him how it was. And he's like, oh, it's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. It stinks. But he didn't actually say next question, like the next, statement. That's not every time of the year. Just like Florida and Cancun right now, it's having a seagrass explosion of stinkiness. But that's not every time. It's not all the time. It's just a certain time of the year that, is unpredictable. If you're lucky, you won't see it. Oh, this is beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. So Matt and Maria, Matt's talking about something funny about Maria. Well, it's good to see you both chatting away today, guys, in the chat. It's good to see Maria back. Hopefully, I know that she's going through some stuff and her daughter's not feeling very well. And she won't be at McDonald's for a while, that's for sure. So I've lost half the chat with my buffing again. Oh well. Oh well. See you, Andrew. Have a good day, mate, or good evening. Call your friend. Let us know next time you're in how your knees are going, your legs. So we're walking over to Lavender's Rock. And I was telling you, I think on Monday, that I saw Lavender in the chat a couple of days ago. She seems to be okay. Click, 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 click. Sending love to all of you guys. Love. Love, love, love. All right, keep on walking, Dora. There's a good chance I'm going to disconnect again, guys. Look at my long legs, guys. Woo-hoo. 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 I can't help myself. Look at my long legs. Woo-hoo. Oh, the ripples in the sand are so beautiful, aren't they? So beautiful, Debbie Sue. Long legs, long legs, long legs, long legs. It feels so nice on your feet, Debbie Sue. It really does. Like the ripples under your feet, just, I don't know, just feels so nice. And a bit of cool water on them, just lovely, lovely. We're getting a foot exfoliator while we walk along the beach. We're doing a few things at once, right? Oh, I forgot to have some water, guys. Normally, when I stop at Lavender's Rock, I have some water. Ah, that's a beautiful vision there, guys. Look at these are North Pine pines, and they're just beautiful reflection in the water or in the sand. It's just absolutely stunning. Smell the roses kind of moment for me. Oh, stood on a rock. Hey, so Debbie Sue, let me just confirm that you're there and I'll start telling you a story. I'm not sure who else is there. Said it disconnected again. I know that annoys people, so it is what it is. Okay, so Debbie Sue, you hear me talk about Esther a lot. That's why I talk about mental health. My friend Esther is no longer with us anymore because of mental health and trauma and PSD that she never dealt with when she was younger in a first marriage in Malaysia. And in Malaysia, they don't recognise mental health, so she never got any help. And that trauma carried into her life when she came to Australia, married her husband, Mark. And I talk about Mark a bit. And I'm not talking about him to gossip or anything like that, guys. I'm talking about this because it might actually help someone listening to this. And also it helps me process things too, because Esther was a dear friend of mine. We worked together and I try not to talk about it too much, but yeah, it's not nice how life ended for Esther and what she did. And obviously the trauma now that her husband, her widow, now has because of that too. And we're not blaming Esther. I'm just saying that this is part and parcel of, unfortunately, a big sector of the mental health space, right? And I run into her husband, her widow, nearly once a week now, actually. He does similar work to I do. I actually got him a job many years ago in the company that I was working with. And so he does a very similar work that I do now. So we've become good mates. And obviously, over the grieving of our friend or his wife, and I'm there for him because I understand that it's pretty traumatic what he went through. Anyway, he comes in and he says to me, "Oh, I'm not going to be working on Sundays anymore." I'm like, "Oh, that's good," because he normally worked all weekend and had 2 days off through the week. I said, "Oh, okay, well, that will be good." Then I said, "Maybe you can, take your boat out he loves to go boating. He's got a little tinny. And he looked at me and he goes, I don't leave the house. And I said to him, what do you mean you don't leave the house? He goes, I don't leave the house. And he just stared at me. I'm like, what does this mean? I said, what do you mean you don't leave the house? I said, you get some things off now. I said, you could go bike ride. He's into my motorbikes. He goes, I could do all those things, Muriara. Oh, he calls me Mutsi. He goes, I could do all those things, Mutsi, but I don't have it in me. He goes, I just have lost my spark. He goes, and I just looked at him and I'm like, mate, that's not good. And he was seeing a counsellor. And I said, are you talking to your counsellor? He goes, no, I haven't. He goes, I need to book that. And what do you say when a friend says that to you, right? And I know he won't be listening to this, but even if he was listening to this, it's fine. I'm not, I'm not one of these people that gossips about people. But I am generally concerned about you, Mark. If you are listening, I doubt you are, because that is not something nice to hear of someone that they're just, don't want to do anything, and on a day off, they are just sitting on the couch. And now he's got a dear dog, Oscar. Oscar is about 12 years old now, and Oscar is a beautiful, beautiful puppy. And he's like one of these little lap dogs, right? He's just full of hair. He's just gorgeous. And he's Mark's everything now. He was a dog that he shared with Esther. And with Esther now leaving, it's just him and Oscar in the house. And Oscar is his everything. And I said to him, see, what you mean you're not even walking Oscar? Because Oscar needs, dogs need to be walked every day, right? Especially when they don't have big backyards, right? They need to be walked. And he goes, no, I'm not even walking Oscar. I said, Mark, Oscar needs a walk, mate. He goes, I know. He goes, I just can't do it. Now, I have kind of said that I need to step back a little bit from trying to do everything and anything. Like, I'm not a counsellor. It's not my job. I'm trying to not to be into everything and anything at the moment. Like, I'm just trying to slow my life down a little bit. Enjoy the oh my gosh. Enjoy the moments, right? Instead of skipping over them like I normally do. I mean, I might enjoy that moment, but by the time that moment's done, I'm on to another moment, right? So I am trying to slow it down. And part of that is kind of, I've talked about, some of my friends being a lot, and I'm a lot, I know that too. I know my friends probably give me a bit of a wide berth sometimes, and that's okay, because they're protecting their energy, right? So I've just talked about that, like I'm trying to protect my energy. And if Mark is listening, which I doubt he is, but just in case he was, I'm not saying this in I'm not saying this in a bad way, but it is a bit of a conundrum for me because I love him dearly as a friend. I loved his wife. His wife was an amazing friend of mine, Esther, and that's why I continue to talk about mental health, so that her story is not forgotten. But part of me is like, I feel like I should be going over to Mark's house and going, right, we're going for a walk. Where's the dog's lead? Let's go. But that's Dora stepping into something that, maybe is not her place. And Dora is trying to refrain for that at the moment. Like, I'm just trying to, yeah. And I think, Debbie Sue, you kind of know what I'm trying to say. But I'm also very, very worried about Mark, because that's not good. So, yeah, this is a beach in Australia, guys. And so what I've done because there's no immediate thing I can do, right? Is I've bookmarked in my calendar to message him on Friday and ask him, has he booked with the counsellor? And maybe I'll bookmark it again that on Sunday I message him and say, hey, mate, I know you got a day off. You know, it's a beautiful day at the beach. Why don't you take Oscar to the beach? Because he doesn't live too far away from here. He has added that he's drinking way more alcohol than he normally does. And that is the pattern that unfortunately Esther was in before she no longer was with us. So it is very triggering for me to think about my friend and then my friend Mark affected by all of this. And, you know, as I said, I'm not the martyr. That's not my job. But, you know, when someone tells you point blank that, I mean, he's not saying that but he's not going to be with us, right? He's not saying that. But what I'm just trying to say is, like, you know, he's lost his spark, right? He's lost his, to want to do anything. So someone that just wants to sit on the couch, I mean, I get it if you're really tired and you want to sit on the couch, so be it. But he's not saying it like that. He's saying it like he's just doesn't want to do anything. So he's telling me he needs help, right? But what does one do, right? That, I guess, is my question. I mean, I'm not expecting an answer back, guys. You guys are not my counsellors. This is not a counselling session. I know that. I'm just sharing with friends because, you know, mental health is something that we all have to deal with. And I'm not alone. We've all lost people to mental health. But in ways, sometimes just by talking about it is all that I need to do, right? Is just getting it out. Like, I've done the best thing I can do. You know, I'm not ignoring it. I've calendared it so that I remind myself to text him or give him a call. So Debbie Sue says she knows what I'm talking about. I've shared a bit about, myself, that I just need to slow myself down before I need to be forced to slow down. Otherwise I could go all day. You have to have a hot soak, Amanda. Oh, nothing better than a hot shower, or a hot bath. Debbie Sue says, you may be the only person reaching out. True, and that's the other side of it, why I don't want to ignore it. It's not like we were planned to meet up. He wasn't planning to have that conversation with me that day, right? It's not like he was seeking me out to have that conversation. It's just that we were having a conversation. He randomly came into where I was working that day while he was working. And yeah, I just said, how are you? And that's what he said. Whoa. Maria's got here. He'll get there. He needs support and encouragement and gentle nudges. Yeah. And guys, I'd love you to send some prayers out to my friend, Mark. His name's Mark, guys. And I know prayer's not going to fix this, right? I know that. But I'm just hoping something shifts. And I guess, and then, like you said, Amanda, or was it Marie said that, or Debbie Sue, is that, a gentle nudge. And it doesn't have to be a huge lot. I said, like, Unfortunately, I don't want to kind of, send some mess. I mean, we've got some friends in common. I could send some messages to them and say, hey, can you just send a message to Mark? They used to be very, very good friends. I'm just not sure where they're at now. So I don't really want to, look like I'm going, I'm not, what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he doesn't have a huge lot of support that I know of to tap into. So I just think I'll just do it myself and just send messages every couple of days and say, hey, you're taking the dog for a walk? I won't sound like a mother. Matilda. Who is Matilda? That's Matt. Matt, why have you changed your name to Matilda? So anyway, guys, that was a bit of a heavy conversation. But, it is what it is. And, I'm very grateful to have friendships, and my friends would do the same for me. So that's why I have to do the same, right? Well, I gotta say, Wednesday is looking very, very nice, guys. Doesn't look like there's going to be any rain at all in the sky. It looks absolutely smacking. Smacking, smacking. All right, guys, we're going to do some push-ups now that I just remembered it, because we have to get back on the strength training bandwagon. I did some on Monday. Need to do at least 2 or 3 times a week to make it matter. And I'm going to say, I do feel when I'm not been doing my little bits of strength training, I feel just weaker, I guess. It's good to feel strong because, the older you get, the more muscle you lose. So you need to really up the ante. Yeah, Dora should join the gym. I'm trying not to, because if I join the gym, guys, it means that I'll be working out inside. I like to work out outside. I like to be outside. I mean, who wouldn't want to be outside like in this? This is beautiful. Imagine this is your TV. Instead of me sitting at home scrolling on a phone or watching it on a computer screen, I'm out here living. And I'm saying that to you guys. You don't have to be watching me, guys. I'm just going to sit here and try to do my... I'm going to do it, my strength training. And you can critique me all you like, but just a disclaimer, guys, not a health and fitness channel. Don't follow what Dora does. Go see your doctor. You do something and hurt yourself, that's silly. Right. All right. So we're doing triceps, squats, 10 reps, 5 times. No, yeah. 10 reps, 5 sets. All right. You want to hang out, hang out. If you don't, see ya. Thanks for being here. I have to do this, guys. All right. I'm trying to get lower, okay? I'm trying. But what I've added in, I normally do 8 reps. I'm going to 10 reps now. So I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit more. And that's what you're supposed to do, right? Uno. Just for shits and giggles, because I'm doing this kind of exercise and you guys are just chatting in the chat. I dare you to stand up and do some gentle squats yourself, or even some just twisting, just gentle twisting, just so that you're doing some exercise where Dora's exercising. I'm not asking you to hurt yourself, just saying do a little movement while you're chatting if you're watching me. We're getting serious. DOS. Woo. Morning. Trace, I need to go get some water. So are you guys doing some light movement? Could be doing that. You're doing this. You just be stretching. Just stretch. Stretch is really good. Oh, stretch is really good. Woo! Okay, finish it off, Dora. I'm trying to slow it down because the slower you do it, the more you're contracting the muscles and like, working harder. Because when you're doing it fast, you're using the momentum. So you're kind of not working as hard, right? So I'm trying not to cheat. Seven. Oh, eight. No. Oh, man. Oh, where are we at? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Cinco time. Cinco time. Slow it down. Ooh. More water. Eight. 10, 11, 12. Oh, oh crap. Oh, okay. Triceps caning. Absolutely caning. That's good, right? That's good. Cinco, high five. Gotta finish it off though. 4, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62. Oh, 63. 63 squats to represent the 63 people a week here in Australia that decide to take their life, that don't want to be here anymore for reasons that we don't understand, trauma that we don't understand. Um, that was my friend Esther.
No one will understand the trauma that she ever went under. We could debate and know, from things that she said, but no one knows really what's in here, right? That's sometimes the hardest thing to talk about, right? If you're like me, that likes to have a chat, it's a lot easier to kind of get things out. But not everyone likes to have a chat. A lot of people are, you know, quiet and don't say a lot. And specifically guys, they don't have a huge circle. Like us women, we will make friends lining up to go to the toilet, right? uh, true story. Um, but guys, not so much, right? So they're, a quite a breed in us, right? Us humans. And I know the stats for guys doing this is actually an increase. I'm not saying that women aren't important, but I'm just talking about guys in general at the moment. That, guys don't have a lot of friends. They don't talk about their feelings a lot. I look at Diego. Diego doesn't have a lot of friends. Diego doesn't talk about his feelings much. Um, it's a worry, right? Because, when things affect you, how do you deal with it if you don't talk about it on YouTube? Get a YouTube channel and just talk about it. No, guys, don't get a YouTube channel and dump your life, okay? That's not the reason to have a YouTube channel. And, I don't purposely dump on you guys, but like, for example, Debbie Sue and I have become quite good friends, we're kindred spirits, right? And if you can't share with your friends, who can you share with, right? And this is how Debbie Sue and I communicate. It's very weird, I know, don't judge us. But, Debbie Sue and I can email each other, but Dora doesn't check her emails very often. And it's a lot easier and faster if we just communicate here. Yeah, I know you're judging, I don't care. All right. Oh, let me stretch, guys. Let me stretch. My arms are feeling that, guys. Oh, I purposely tried to slow it down today, guys, just to, um, yeah, just to feel it more. And I'm feeling it more. Oh. Just curious, did anyone do any movement? Did anyone do any movement while when I was doing my movement? Or were you just talking your faces away? We are here to listen, Dora. I know, Debbie Sue. Thank you for listening. Well, I learnt what? Sorry, Dora, we are listening. I walked to the fridge to get an apple. I'm going to show you one of my favourite moves, guys. Again, I'm not here to teach you anything, guys. You know that. I'm not a health and fitness channel. Don't subscribe. You're not learning anything. But, go to a doctor and get some advice. But I want to show you something that I really like to do. I don't do it enough, though. I don't do it enough. So, you just lie on your knees, like a little, not straight. Lie on your knees and just go like this. A light trunk twist. Then you can go harder if you want to, but don't. Maybe I feel like I'm getting rocked and I like it. I don't know. I like it. Anyway, a bit of useless information for you. Hat on. I thought I had pockets. Where are my pockets? Pockets. It's got pockets. All right. Let's go walking. We can walk a little bit longer today, guys. Not starting late. I'm starting half an hour later than I normally start. Actually, no, I'm not starting half an hour earlier. I'm starting at the same time. I just don't have to drive as far today. Normally, I drive about half an hour before I start work. This morning, I'm only driving like 5 minutes before I start work. So I love these mornings. I get this extra time to myself. Debbie, you need some paddle machine thing. Debbie Sue's got here. I was talking about moving my legs. I have to keep my legs moving because of blood clots. Well, Debbie Sue, could you just not just like standing on the spot like this? Like this. That's kind of like moving your legs. I know you move around the kitchen and like you've got me in your earbuds and you're moving around. Um, but that could be just another way, like just stand up. I think the problem is that, sitting down, you're not getting the right circulation. But when you're standing up and just a little bit of movement. What about paddles? What paddles do you need, Matt? Phil's got here. I do a lot of exercising, but I don't do a lot of exercising, but I eat healthy. I will be making a kale and ginger smoothie in my NutriBullet. Ooh, yum. And you know what? I tend to do a lot of exercise, guys. I am not weaning myself out of that, but I'm trying to change my mindset in that. Like I've always been an exerciser. I've always loved hiking and walking and all the things, right? But if you're not checking what you put in your mouth, you don't lose weight, guys. Because I can walk 30 k's in a day, no problems, right? Okay, my knee might complain later on, but I can do it, and then I'll back up the next day and do some more k's. But if I'm drinking, McDonald's or not drinking, eating McDonald's and KFC and just shitty food, ice creams and chocolates and biscuits and crackers and crap, and then alcohol and soft drinks, that 30k walk or that how many mile walk I did, null and voids, right? Because you're wasting your time. So I'm kind of starting to think about like working smarter, not harder. I mean, even though I do like walking, this is the thing, I do like exercise because it's good for me mentally. So obviously I'm never going to stop exercising because it's very good for me mentally. Personally for me, I love to go for a walk on the beach, go hiking, go walking around anywhere. I just love walking. But I don't need to do, if you notice guys, I'm not talking about, I did 9Ks today, I did 10,000 steps, I did 5,000 steps. I don't talk about that as much as I used to. Last year, for example, I was like, oh, I did 9Ks today, I did 13Ks today, I did 10,000 steps today, I did 5,000 steps today, I'll do another 5,000 this afternoon. I was all about the steps because I thought, okay, if I get the 10,000 steps done, then, I'm going to be sweet. But you're not going to be sweet if you're, consuming lots of calories, right? I mean, I'm no nothing, right, guys? I'm not telling you anything you guys don't know. But, it's about what you put in your gob. So, for Philip, he's saying, I don't really do much exercise, but I really eat healthy. So you can maintain your weight, right? Me, on the other hand, I am definitely a massive foodie. I love stuffing food in my mouth. And maybe it's a comfort thing. That's something maybe I should look into. But I do enjoy a good meal. And I like to try different meals and different foods. And I don't seem to have a turn off button. Some people can be very good at, just having a little bit of a meal and turn off. I'm like engulfing a meal. So anyway, this is not my therapy session. So my counterbalance to that is to exercise. So, there's wear and tear on this body now. And, if I keep on going at this rate, then, maybe one day my body will go, well, piss off. You've treated it like shit. We're not doing the exercise anymore. and then I'm stuck, stuffing my face. So I might as well try to correct that now. So I am trying to control my eating and, just a balanced diet, right? If you eat good proteins and fibers, just the balance, right? I say eat the rainbow and eat often. For me personally, everyone's different. I know a lot of people like to do the fasting. Do what is good for you guys. Whatever I do might not be good for you. But I generally am trying to keep my body full. So this morning before I went out for a walk, I had a spoonful of cottage cheese, a bit of protein, because it's going to keep me fuller for longer. Well, not really, because I've just woken up. It's giving me something to eat in my stomach before I go exercise. And I find that I'll have breakfast. I always have breakfast. My friend Mel, that I was living with, Mel, she doesn't eat breakfast. She doesn't like it. She's like, no, I just don't like it. But she knows herself. She's watching me eat my breakfast. She's like, yeah, I need to eat breakfast, don't I? I said, yeah, because then you snack. She eats a lot of snacks through the day. So she's trying to eat breakfast and she goes, I don't like it. She goes, it just doesn't sit well with me. So she's trying. Everyone's different, right? So anyway, that's what I do. I just try to have a breakfast, have snacks, healthy snacks, right? Try to eat a lot of protein. It depends on what age you are too. Like I'm at that ripe age of 51. Apparently protein, fibre is really good for us. I drink a lot of water. That's one thing. And I'm going to be honest, I've been drinking less water since I was staying in a caravan because, oh, that's my head. Sorry. Um, I was drinking less water because I didn't want to pee so much because I had to get out of the caravan to go to the toilet. So I'm just trying to get myself back into that balance of drinking more water. Maybe not like, as many litres as I was last year for 75 hard. But I'm going to be honest, when I drank a lot of water, my inflammation in my body, my knee specifically, was heaps better. So if I can share that with you, drink a lot more water. But again, do you? I'm no one. I'm just rambling on about the crap that I do. And I do a lot of crap. And talking about crap, I am quite regular, if I want to go there. I am very regular with my toileting, which, I think is a good thing. Sorry, I had to take it there, didn't I? Philip's got here, I don't do oh no, you've already read that. You've got one of those floor paddles. Are they one of those things that like you just move your feet back and forth? Nicholas to the chat. Hey Nicholas, how you going? That's so funny, Matt, that you messed with your name and you're stuck with Matilda for 5 days. Only Matt would do that. Philip's got here, my big meals that I don't feel guilty eating a lot of salads. Yeah, oh, definitely. Definitely. I don't eat meat. I eat a lot of soy products and my protein. Okay, fair enough. Do you eat a lot of nuts too? I wonder what that is. I reckon that's a fish, guys. I reckon that's a bird. I reckon that's from a bird. You reckon that's a bird, guys? I don't know. What do you reckon that is? God, I hope there's not a pelican. Well, there's no pelicans today, guys. No pelicans that I can see. It's 8 o'clock. I'm going to turn around. Oh, here comes a whole lot of blackbirds coming at us. Ready? And one lone pigeon seagull keeping up. I don't know if you see the seagull on the outer. That's interesting. Where are they all going? Where are they all going? Nicholas has got Diego is so good in the kitchen. I know, Nicholas. Why do you think I'm dating him? Why do you think I'm dating him? Debbie Sue's got here. The floor paddle is where I put, where it has paddles. You put your feet in those straps and you paddle around like exercising. Okay, I get you. It's like an exercise bike, but it's just for your feet. Okay, yeah, cool. That's good. You'll be fine in 5 days, Matt. Or you'll be fine in 5 days, Matilda. That's Matt's new name, Matilda. The birds are pretty going across the water, flying across the water. They were really pretty, actually. Did you see the lone seagull? There was just one lone seagull at the outer flying along with the black birds. Not sure exactly what black birds they were, but interesting. I love nuts, Philip says. Yeah. What's your favourite nut? I'd love to know in the chat. Are you into nuts? I like macadamia nuts. I know they're very fatty, but I'm sorry, I've got to have some guilty pleasures, right? Since I'm not eating as much chocolate, well, I'm eating hardly any chocolate. So nuts, I take for work for a snack with me. I take some macadamia nuts with raisins. Raisins are good. Like raisins. You did see the seagull. Excellent, Debbie Sue. It was very interesting, right? You don't normally see a lone seagull or a lone bird joining another, flock of birds. That's a word, isn't it? Flock. Philip's got here. I'm so obsessed about food that I eat. Hold on. I'm so obsessed about the food I eat being healthy. I probably have an eating disorder. Ha ha ha. Well, well, I don't know. I think it's good to be obsessed about your food because your food is really important for your temple, right? But at the same time, it's good to be a little lapse. Like, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know if eating healthy is the right way or you hear about those people that live to 90 and they've smoked like a chimney, they've drank beer and Coke all their life, right? Then you hear about other people like Bill Myers, our friend, that's sometimes in our chat. You know, he used to drink a lot of crap. Soft drinks and soda pops, Coke specifically, and didn't eat very well. And now he's got type 2 diabetes in his 70s, and it's really, really affecting him. So, I think it's good to have my perspective is to have a healthy balance because although it's really, really good to eat healthy and it's, good for you mentally, your body, all the things, right? But, for me, like I'm not drinking a lot of alcohol at the moment because, I'm just trying to, I know alcohol's, a lot of calories that I don't need. Um, for example, on the weekend, it was Mel's birthday. This is a great example, guys. I've been eating clean, right? Even Mel and I both have been talking about it. We're eating clean. We're not eating as much sugar. We're definitely not drinking alcohol. Just cut it all out just for a little while. Eating a lot of salads, vegetables, meat, protein, things, right? Anyway, it was Mel's birthday, and I rang her and I said, "Hey, happy birthday and all." I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "Nothing." I said, "Do you want some cake?" She said, "Yeah, I'd love some cake." I said, "Okay, since it's your birthday," and I went and got some. I didn't buy a whole cake, but I bought a couple of slices of cheesecake. And we sat down, and she said, "Should I get wine?" And I said, "Nah, I'm happy. She said, if you want wine, I'll get you some wine." I said, "But I'm happy with cake and tea." She's like, "Okay, we won't be too naughty." I said, "Okay, fair enough." So yeah, we had a cup of tea and some cake, and I didn't feel guilty about it because I thought, you know what, I have been good for like the last 2 weeks, and even though I'm enjoying this cheesecake thoroughly, and I'd love another piece, but I don't have another piece because that's why I didn't buy the whole cake. But it was nice to share that, and it was Mel's birthday, right? So I'm using Mel as an excuse. But it would have been different if I went over there and said, "Okay, well, here's a bit of cake for you. I'm not going to eat it because I'm not going to eat it." I wanted to enjoy it with her, like, yeah. But I mean, again, there's different horses for different courses, right? Like if I was doing 75 hard, I would not have, and it was Mel's birthday, I would not have had the cake. I would have said, "Hey, here's a bit of cake. I'm going to drool while you eat it. You can tell me exactly how amazing it tastes, but I'll sit here and have my cup of tea." Because in 75 hard, I wasn't allowed to eat sugar, right? I was following a diet and I was, behaving. But right now, I'm not following any hard regime. I'm just trying to make this, I'm not even doing, this is not a diet. I'm just trying to be healthy, right? And that when special occasions come up, I can treat myself. So anyway, that's my interpretation of balance. Everyone has a different interpretation. So Nicholas likes pistachios. Oh, pistachios are pretty good, aren't they? They are very good. Hey, talking about pistachios and chocolate, has anyone tried that Dubai chocolate? I don't know what's called. This Dubai something, but it's chocolate from Dubai with pistachios and a whole lot of goodness and sugar all wrapped up in one. And it's like expensive to buy. It's not like your normal chocolate. Has anyone tried it? I have not tried it. Debbie Sue's got, I love Brazilian nuts. Oh, Brazil nuts are good too, aren't they? They are supposed to be very good for us, aren't they? I think all nuts have different qualities, right? Some are fattier than others. I believe macadamia nuts are on the fattier side. But yeah, I haven't bought some Brazil nuts for a while. Sometimes I buy mixes of nuts and then you get a couple of random Brazil nuts in there. Yeah, Brazil nuts are good. Pistachio is good too. Oh, you're not supposed to have any nuts. What does nuts cause what for you, Debbie Sue? Oh yeah, Nicholas, how's everything going with your lungs and everything? I shouldn't laugh. I keep on forgetting to say, how are you? How are you? Because I haven't seen you a bit lately. So what's going on? You're obviously out of hospital, and I'm guessing after having a collapsed lung, that doesn't fix itself straight away, I'm guessing. So what do you have to do? Like just rest and recover? Or is there special exercises you have to do? I don't know. I don't really know about collapsed lungs. I know it's not good. Lavender. Hello, Lavender. We were talking about you a little while ago. I was saying this is Lavender's Rock. And I was saying I only just talked to Lavender the other day. A lot of people ask me how Lavender is. And I have told them, things are going on. Frozen grapes, Philip. Honestly, I've never actually had a frozen grape personally. The grapes don't get into the freezer, they go into my mouth quicker. Are you a red grape or a sultana grape? I am obsessed with sultana grapes. Absolutely love them. Green grapes are so amazing. And I do like muscat. Muscat grapes are so tasty too. Yeah, I love grapes. But frozen, I've never frozen them. So right, okay, so right, I should do that one day. I think it's grape season right now. I've seen some grapes lately, actually. All right, I'm going to try that, Philip, just for you, just to see what they're like. Has anyone eaten frozen grapes before? I guess they're like a lolly, I guess, in ways, wouldn't they? Everyone is saying hello to Lavender. So Maria's saying frozen grapes are amazing. Okay, so Maria knows all about it. But it's hard. Naturally. Naturally, Matilda. So Lavender, Matilda in the chat is Matt. Matt Launton, that you know from Cheshire in the UK. He changed his name and I don't know what he's done, but he can't change it back for 5 days. So it's very funny. She can't take Matt seriously with that name, Matilda. I don't understand why you did that, Matt. Anyway, okay, Lavender. Much love, mate. You can only say hello when you're at your dad's house. Fair enough. I hope you're well, and we're sending you love, mate. Philip's got here. There's nothing wrong with having a little treat every now and then, but I don't eat anything sweet myself. Yeah, fair enough. Your body is your temple, right? And you treat it how you want to treat it, right? And there's a lot of sweet things without having sugar, right? And cake. I'm gonna be honest, right? The cake tasted nice going in your gob, but when you get it down to your stomach, you're probably like, oh gosh, buyer's remorse. That's great in your stomach, I'm gonna be honest. And that's my dad's fault also. He's put that in my brain. My dad was very not into sugar at all. He had a lot of honey in his drinks, ate a lot of sweets, as in like fruit and nuts. And he would say to me, Muriara, actually, he'd call me Muri. He'd go, Muri, that cream bun that you're eating or you want to eat, it might taste really nice in your mouth, but once it gets into your stomach, it's just going to be like, bleh. So one day I ate a cream bun and it tasted amazing. I engulfed that in like 2 seconds flat. But when it got down to my stomach, it just didn't feel nice. It just felt bleh. So I grew up in a family that my mum my mum cooked very clean. Being Indonesian, they eat very, clean food, lots of vegetables and meat and stir fries, rice. We never had dessert. It's not in my kind of ethos to have, dinner and sweets. That's not what I grew up on. We definitely didn't have any sweets when we, had dinner. Where Diego grew up in a family of dinner and sweets. They every night had a sweet. That is not how I don't like to finish off a meal and have dessert. But, a lot of my friends do. Mel does. Mel loves to have dessert. She's trying to wean her off that self at that moment by having healthier stuff like, I said, just cut up some strawberries and have that as dessert. So yeah, when I grew up, because grew up so cleanly, like food wise, I really crave sweets. So when I got pocket money, man, I was at the shop eating any crap you could put in front of me. And we never had soft drink or fairy bread or white bread. we ate relatively clean, like I said, when we grew up. So when I was able to get access to my own money, like with working and stuff, I would tend, because I was craving it because I wasn't allowed to have it at home. But, I understand now why my dad did that because, kids growing up these days now eating all these sweets and stuff, it's not good for you mentally. It's not good for your own physique, right? I mean, I don't know how you look at today's kids. They are so different to, how kids were back in the day. Kids are now chubby. That never used to be a thing, guys. Kids, if a kid was chubby, it was because there was some kind of imbalance in their body or something, and they'd have to get it looked at. But now, generalizing, every second kid's like chubby. And that's because the amount of sugar that's in all the foods that kids are getting for lunches and stuff. Like, parents are just packaging, because it's easier, packets of chips and stuff, full of crap. Oh, guys, we're done our walking. Oh, someone brought some seaweed up here. We'll wash our feet. And don't press that one, guys, or you'll end up with a shower. So sometimes I've accidentally done that because I'm distracted. So Nick was saying that he's lost a lot of weight, and he's saying that he's nearly ended up with an eating disorder. Well, that's not good, mate. Matilda's got 2 bags of nuts. Sorry. Now I can't take you seriously, Matt. Nicholas can't eat chocolate anymore. Okay. 80% chocolate. Yes, that's nice chocolate, hey. I like 80% dark chocolate, hey. I love dark chocolate. Actually, does anyone like carob? Love carob. Carob's good. I don't have a colon, Dora. That's my sister. Oh, gosh, I didn't know that. So your colon was taken out. Oh, God, okay. I love all grapes. Okay, Deb Warwick to the chat. Hello, Deb Warwick. How are you, love? How are you, Deb? We're just finishing off a walk. Just in time because I've got 19% battery. Okay. Of Rinse Tuesday. Oh. How are you, Deb? Welcome to the chat. There's a few people that you'll... Okay, I'm way behind in this chat, obviously. Oh, yeah, I'm buried. Sorry, guys. As per usual, buried in the chat. I love my chai seeds. Oh, yeah. I'm alive, Deb says. I'm glad you're alive, Deb. Have you had a good day, Deb? So, Philip's got here, I sweeten things. I have banana with soy milk together. If you don't put gelatin in, it'll set in the fridge. I guess that is a dessert. Yeah, I guess that's a dessert. I mean, it's still sweet, right? Susan's got here. Susan2527 says, hi, Matilda. Hi, new Susan. We have a Susan that comes into the chat, so that's why you're a new Susan. That is not our Susan. But sorry, Susan. You're your individual Susan. It's just there's a few Susans in the chat. All right, guys, I'm going to put you down. You guys can start saying goodbye to each other because I have to get going. It is 8:29. How is it 8:29 already, guys? Crap.
Anyway, that's all right. I'm only got to drive 5 minutes and I'm starting work. And I don't start work till 9 o'clock. So guys, thank you for joining me today on my morning walk here in southeast Queensland. We saw the sun, we caught the sun rising, not rising, but rising with some gratefulness. We talked about many random things. So Maria, I'm glad to see that you're back in the chat, but it sounds like things are still going on in the background. So look after you and your daughter. Nicholas is still repairing on a collapsed lung. Debbie Sue needs to always be moving those legsies so she doesn't get blood clots. Well, our friend Deb needs to get a stint put in so that she can breathe easier. So is that booked in, Deb? Has that been booked in? I'm sure everyone individually are, going through their own things. So be kind to yourself, love yourself, and give yourself a hug. I'm hugging myself. Give yourself a hug. You're doing amazing. You got a cute bum, you're beautiful, and you're doing amazing. And that's enough, right? And that's enough. So guys, I'm nearly home. I'm just stuck at Long Lights. Here in Australia, we are not allowed to touch the phone, so I'm behaving. I'm not touching the phone. There's a greyhound next to me. There's a guy walking a dog, a greyhound. And obviously there's a female greyhound. Greyhounds are those skinny dogs that they breed for racing. And she has got a pink jumper on and a pink bow around her neck. She looks very, very cute. Man, these lights are going forever, guys. Okay, it's our turn. So happy Tuesday night for you guys. A lot of you guys. Nicholas, happy Wednesday, mate. Happy Wednesday, Philip. Tonight, I'll be posting a collaboration dance, dancing with Dora and someone special. You might all know very well, actually. Just saying. Some of you will know because that person has talked about this. I'm just going to make it a little bit of a, got to tease it out a little bit, right? So there is a Dancing with Dora. It'll be on out AM, be Tuesday AM for America. It'll be Tuesday night for the UK. And it'll be Wednesday night here in Australia. On a short Dancing with Dora Wednesday is just a comical look at just enjoying life. And dancing is life. And it's always exciting when someone actually wants to dance with Dora, because, that's normally not the way. So guys, hope you're saying goodbye to each other. I'm about to drive into my street, turn off the phone, need to go have a shower, have some breakfast. Thankfully, my lunch is made for the week, guys. I just grabbed my lunch out of the fridge. I have sardines to go with it today. Sardines and salad, guys. I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to try to eat some sardines because they reckon sardines has got a lot of good stuff in there for you. I don't normally have sardines, but I don't hate sardines. Just don't normally buy them. But I thought I'd get on the bandwagon and try them again. All right, we're home. This is when I turn you off, guys, and say goodbye. So goodbye, guys. Adios, adios, adios. Look after yourself. Bye-bye. And Lavender's got here, I hate being at my dad's. He keeps bringing women home. He cheated. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, that's on your dad. Lavender, that's on your dad. That's your dad's bad taste. He will learn the hard way. Cheaters are cheaters. Okay, bye, guys. Have an awesome day. Bye. Whoops.